Well, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, no matter where you're at. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to go over a couple new things. I was able to get the previous recording up. Before I get started, though, let me see if you can hear me and see my screen. Just want to make sure everything's working. If you can put a 1 in the comments, perfect. All right, so we're already there. Okay, so. I just wanted to make sure that I want to make sure that we cover everything, and then for the next, I think we have 2 more sessions after this. Um, and feel free if you guys have questions about what you're seeing. I know it gets more advanced and I move pretty fast, but um, I just want to make sure that I cover everything in this program. Some of it you may not get now. You may have to go back to it later. But a little side note: if you go to my Facebook page, um, I actually got published in a magazine. My first magazine article I did. But okay, so 22nd. So we got 2 more sessions left. Monday, not Monday next week because of Christmas, but we'll do it on Tuesday. And so I'll probably just kind of cover previous stuff because I think I'll be able to hit all the topics today. And then in Tuesday, the next 2 sessions, we'll just launch some more ads together, and maybe I'll cover some topics that I haven't covered before or that weren't in the material that I was going to cover, but maybe just some bonuses. But I know I've gotten pretty advanced pretty quick, and some of the stuff that I talked about in the last couple sessions may not make sense unless you've already ran ads before. But I'll probably get back to, I'll probably do another one about lookalike audiences on how to, some of the more powerful aspects of the lookalike audiences. Because when it comes to Facebook, the two most, well, yeah, the two most powerful things are the conversion ads, which kind of boil down to how the ad sets optimize what I was talking about in 2 videos ago, the conversion ads, and then the lookalike audiences, extremely powerful stuff. We really want to utilize all of the data that Facebook processes, and Facebook's advanced algorithms that they use, and that's why social media ads are so much more powerful than TV ads because of what we can do with targeting, what we can do with optimization, and the learning algorithms that these platforms use. And that's really where what it comes down to is how they learn. And so ideally, once you get a good ad going, you want it to run for 2 to 3 months. And so if you're constantly testing new ads every week, which hopefully you are, you may fail 9 times out of 10, but once you get that good one, you let it run for maybe 3 months or 6 months, and then you get another one maybe a month down the road that runs. It might take you all month to find one good ad, but once you get those good ads, if you can have multiple ads running that are winning ads, one ad set may make you $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month, because eventually you'll be doing $100 budgets, $100 daily budgets, $500 daily budgets, and there's a lot of really powerful stuff. So I know I talked about how to avoid getting your account shut down, and Facebook has gotten a lot more careful on it, so it's gotten a little bit more difficult, and you'll have to. And as time goes on, I'm sure Facebook will be under more and more scrutiny as time goes on. But especially since the election last year, Facebook has come under a lot of fire, and so they've hired a lot more staff to be looking at the ads and to make sure that all the ads line up onto what they promise and what they say, and that it's not quote unquote fake news, or it's not a different country, or they've gotten very, very careful about what they do with the videos. And so even my account, I had it temporarily shut down for 24 hours last week or 48 hours last week. And not even shut down. I was able to do stuff, but I wasn't able to post any videos for 24 to 48 hours. And I thought that was really odd. So I want to make sure that I cover this topic. But again, Facebook has made this a little bit more difficult. So I'll kind of take you through the steps of what I would do now. Because now if you want to back up your account, it's going to take a little bit more work on your part. And it's probably going to take about 1 to 2 weeks. So what you want to do is you want to just go to facebook.com. and you want to set up a new account. Now I have another account, so I'm just going to log into that. But set up another account. Now you may need to you may need to go to Google Voice or download an app called the Sideline app in order to get a new temporary phone number so that you can verify your account. Google Voice, I think, does free phone numbers, or you can download an app on your phone. It's called Sideline. It's $2.99, and you can get a new phone number. You can even get a free phone number on there. It only lasts for 30 days, though. So this is another profile that I have. So what you want to do is you want to create another profile. Hopefully you know how to create a Facebook profile. So once you're in this profile, you're going to want to add some friends to your profile. You're going to want to just add some people in here, and add a couple people in here. Get yourself like 10 to 15 friends. Even if you don't even know the people, just add some people, wait for them to reply, and then post some stuff on here. Make it look like it's so create some posts, and I didn't even spell that right. Anyways, so create some posts and make it look like it, because Facebook looks at that. If you just create a new profile and then try to create a business manager and an ad account, they know what you're doing. Especially now, they're paying more attention to this kind of stuff. So you got to make it. And I know plenty of people with multiple Facebook accounts that like legitimately they lose their password and then they just make a new one. So there's nothing against doing it, but you want to make sure that it's a real Facebook account, and then like put some employers in, McDonald's, and put some stuff in here. Put some photos. Even if you put the same photos of yourself, just make another profile, and then what you want to do is go to business.facebook, and then you want to create a business account. Now I've already created a business account for this one, but you want to create, but wait, let your don't make your business account immediately. So go back to the Facebook, do some posts, do like a post a day, add some friends here and there, put some stuff in there, and then in about 2 weeks create a business manager. So create a business manager in about 2 weeks. So we're just going to type in we're just going to go back to Facebook. I'm going to log into the business manager because I believe I have one on this. Manage ads. Maybe I don't have a business account. Thought I did on this one. Create account. I could have sworn I already had one on here. Maybe I didn't. Okay, anyway, so then we're going to open up another incognito window so that it doesn't log out, and then we're just going to go back to Facebook. And then go in. Oh, it was a different email. Never mind. So I have 3 business managers. Now 4. Okay, so now we want to go into the business settings, and this is how you back up your accounts. So go into business settings, get them both dialed in. And then we want to add, how do we want to do this? We want to add a partner. That's what it is, partners. So go up here to partner, add new partner, and then go into here and go to business info, and then copy your business ID. Maybe we got to do it the other way. I haven't done this for a while. Okay, so we go to, then we'll go to people and ask, or we'll go to partners on this one. Add partner. So now what you do is any pages that you want to be shared, you can share the pages between both accounts. So you share some pages with them. That way your pages don't get removed. And then if you want to assign, so we're on Holo Marketing 2. So now let's assign some ad accounts. So assign an ad account. That way both ad accounts are backed up. There's multiple people on the ad account. And then the most important thing is your pixel. You want to have your pixel backed up. Now there's a couple ways to do this. You can just go into people and assets, go to pixels, and then create a Facebook pixel. And then take this, assign partner. And then we want to take the business info. So now both managers have access to the pixel. So if one business manager gets shut down, the other business manager will still have access to the pixel, which your pixel, once you have a seasoned pixel, that you do not want to lose that pixel, because if you lose that pixel and it goes into nothingness, you've lost all the data that you paid for, those tens of thousands of dollars, possibly hundreds of thousands of dollars that you've spent on Facebook ads so far. You won't have that data anymore, and you pretty much have to start from scratch. Even if you still have your Shopify store, you have to start a whole new pixel over, and it's still possible because you have the assets, the email list that you can build lookalike audiences off of. But you're really missing out if you lose your pixel. So you definitely want to back your pixel up, and then any pages and ad accounts that you have linked to your business manager. So hopefully that answered that for you, because that is a key thing that you want to do to make sure that you don't get your ad account shut down. And then be careful when you do the YouTube videos. I noticed that they're getting a little bit more strict on it. It used to be that you could just do whatever YouTube video you wanted and post it on Facebook. Now I'm noticing they're being a little bit more stringent on what Facebook videos you use. So when you pull a Facebook video, if you pull a video and it's running an ad, so like let's just go, I was watching this video, most TED Talks, so like I don't think he uses ads. Let's just see if I want to find like a no, Viceland doesn't. A lot of companies, I think TED Talks does use. I'm just trying to find a video that would. Let's do this one. So you see how this one has an ad. So if the video has an ad on it like this, that means that this publisher, this channel is getting ad revenue for their video. So every time that somebody watches their video, they're getting money from it. So those are probably not the videos that you want to pull from. Even if you put the credit in there, even if you do that, I wouldn't. If it has an ad on the video, I would not use that video. Now, if you go to a lot of other people's videos, like this one has an ad. But there's lots of this one might, yeah. So this one doesn't have an ad, so this one's probably okay to use. but I would still put the credit to him, and just be careful. Do everything at your own risk. Of course, it's always, you'll have 100% success if you just do your own videos. And original videos always do the best. So finding viral videos do well too. But if you can create your own viral video that no one else has, that's also going to be much, much more powerful. And if you can get your face in there and you're the actor in the commercial, then you're getting more brand recognition for yourself. It's almost like being able to do a TV commercial and get paid for it. You're paying yourself to do it. And so if you always do videos with yourself, eventually more and more people will see you, and maybe one of your videos gets a few million views, and you could literally you could create yourself as a like, let's say you were doing a drop shipping store, and every time you got a new product, you bought the product and you did a video with the product and reviewed the product. There's one guy, crazy Russian hacker, I think. Yeah, this guy's genius. So he gets paid on his videos. Every time he does a video, he has ads in his video, 2 ads, 3 ads in the video. He has 10 million subscribers, and then also he reviews gadgets. Well, what he does, he puts the links to his gadgets. Oh, he doesn't do it in this. Maybe it's on this one. He puts the links for his gadgets. Yeah, so look, all his gadgets are in here somewhere. Usually he just puts a link to oh no, never mind. So this one, I guess he doesn't have his gadgets in here. I don't know why, but most of the time in this video contains, maybe he puts affiliate. See, he says it has affiliate links. So what he does is he reviews items, and then he puts an affiliate link to the Amazon product. And so I don't know if he's even the person that's selling these products, or if he just buys them and then gets paid on the affiliate. But you can get affiliate links on Amazon. You don't even have to drop ship the product yourself or fulfill it. You can just grab the link from Amazon. You go to Amazon, I think it's like right at the bottom. They'll pay you 30% or something. I'm not sure of the exact number, but they'll pay you a percentage every time one of those products sells off your affiliate link. Become and see, I'll make money with us. Become an affiliate. Become an affiliate. And you can just, so you get 10%. But think about this guy was just having fun with products, and now he has 10 million subscribers. I bet he makes $1 million a video or close to it. Even if only 100,000 people buy the product, 10%, that could be $1 million in revenue, and 10% of that's 100K. He's making good money. Let me tell you. So what? Okay, so messenger ads. So there's this new feature called messenger ads, which is extremely powerful. So Facebook actually listens. About a year ago, you may remember, it might have even been longer than that now. The new messenger privacy policies came out, and Facebook caught a lot of flack because it said that they can listen to your microphone whenever they want. Now, most people just download it anyways, and it's kind of just that accepting that the big brother's watching at all times. Like we found out, I'm not trying to get too political, but years ago, the NSA got caught for listening to everything. And we know Google keeps everything in Google Drive. They've indexed, and they're going through everything in Google Drive. And it's all about the more data that a company can have. Essentially, the more knowledge is power, right? So the more data that a company can have, the more power that they have over everyone, because they can literally make predictions. Like Target came under fire because like a 16-year-old girl was pregnant, and they were sending her pregnancy stuff because they were able to predict when somebody was pregnant, and based off of what they looked at online or whatever, or what they shot for in the store. and a dad found out that his daughter was pregnant, and it caught a bunch of flack because she didn't tell anyone that she was pregnant, but Target sent her like baby clothes or something, like advertisements for baby clothes. And they were able to do that based on all the data. They look at all the data points, they look at correlation in the data, and then they're able to advertise based off that. That's essentially what the interest groups on Facebook are. Facebook's able to gather all this data and come up with interest groups based off of actions that we take on their website. And so what Messenger now does is Facebook, like after they came out with that privacy policy, they just let the Messenger run. But what they were doing is they were listening to what we were saying on our Messenger feeds. I talk about Facebook ads all the time. The only advertisements I get are for Facebook ads, like Shopify stores, how to advertise on Facebook, all these ads about Facebook advertising. That's all I see. But my friend, he was actually he had his phone on and he was listening to a radio. He was listening to the radio, and I don't remember. I think the radio was talking about mattresses or something. I don't remember what it was, but he was listening to a radio ad in a car about mattresses, and he saw his Messenger app pick that up off of the radio, and he actually saw mattress ads on his phone or whatever the ad was. He saw the ad that the radio was talking about on his phone, and that's how that's what they're doing essentially now. They just started doing it a couple months ago. They let the flack die down about the privacy policy, and then they started implementing what they had done a year or so ago, and people have started to figure it out. I've seen videos of people like they'll talk about like kitty litter, and then all of a sudden kitty litter ads will be on Facebook, or a cat toy ad will be on Facebook. So you wonder how can we as marketers use this use what's available to us, use the tools that are available. Facebook has so many tools. I probably covered about 10 to 20% on this in this course. There's millions of tools that you can use on Facebook and millions of ways to do it. I've shown you the things that work for me because, like I always say, only about 20% of the products on your store, they're going to create about 80% of your profit. 20% of what happens on Facebook is going to account for 80% of your profit. So, okay, so we're going to get in the Messenger ads. Don't worry. But now that I think about it, there's one other thing on the advanced Facebook page that you want to do, and that's to create a page username. You only can do it. And I just remembered because I was talking, I needed to do this earlier, but once you get to 25 likes, you can create a page username. So you just click on create page username, and now you can, hopefully this one's available. Of course it's taken. So even like you can have whatever page name you want, but when it comes to these custom URLs, so now no one else can have that username. Now all you have to do, you go up here. Now you can find my page very easily, or your page, and then you just type in BC Billionaires. See, now you have a legitimate URL that's locked down on Facebook, but you only can do that once you get 25 likes on your page. So you have to get 25 likes first, and then you can do that. And that's another. I don't think I covered that in the last video about Facebook pages, because I didn't have a page at that time that I could do that with. So Messenger ads. Does anyone have any questions so far? I just want to make sure I answer all your questions. So if you have any questions at all, just let me know throughout the webinar. I know I get a little advanced in here. So so let's create a campaign. So you can't always do, so you only can do Messenger ads with a few campaign objectives. Like if you do a PPE campaign, you're not able to do Messenger ads with that. But what you can do is you can do a conversion campaign. So we're just going to create conversion Messenger And there's a few things that you can do with this. And that new key result right here, this is new. I've never seen that before. I don't know. I think I saw it one time before. I have no idea with your campaign you can specify. Okay, that's pretty cool. Sometimes some of the features that they add, I don't know if it really has an impact or if it was already doing that and they're just adding another button there. Yeah, sometimes the changes that they make don't always work for us until we use them the correct way, because we don't know how the code's working on the back end until you test it. You got to test it and spend some money in order to figure out how it's working. So we'll just do purchase. So this is a conversion ad. I only suggest this once you have a PPE ad that's working. If you have a PPE ad that's working, if you do a conversion ad the right way, sometimes it can get cheaper. Sometimes the PPE ad will actually outperform the conversion ad if you're getting so many shares that you're getting organic traffic on your PPE post. And that's the idea behind a PPE, is if it's a viral enough post, it's going to get organic free traffic anyways, and people are going to click and buy regardless. If you do a conversion ad, it's actually targeting for whatever conversion you decide to do. But if you don't get a minimum of 25 conversions a week, it's meaningless. And so if a purchase costs you $10 to get a purchase, you're going to need to spend at minimum $250 a week, but ideally you want to spend like $500 a week or even 25 a day, which would be $250 a day. So, and then you're going to want to watch that ad after you launch it to make sure that it's good. So it takes a little bit more scrutiny, and I covered that in the conversion ad training. So down here in edit placements. So I always talk about how you always want to do news feed. Well, there's this relatively new thing called Facebook, not Facebook, Facebook Messenger ads. So what you can do is you can target, oh, got to do Facebook feeds too. So you can target, select the messages objective. Okay. So in your messenger, you've probably seen it a couple times. When you're scrolling on who to talk to, you'll see a messenger ad right here. There's a couple ways to do it. So you can put your ad right here in all your messages, so when people are scrolling, they see this. But I find that the sponsored messages work a little bit better. And what you can do is you can actually send messages to people based off of certain actions that they've taken on your page. So we're going to go back to Business Manager, and we're going to go to wrong Business Manager. Let's refresh that. And we want to go to audiences. So it's kind of putting all the pieces together. We've kind of covered a little bit of all this, but now we're just kind of getting deeper into it. So I like to build off of previous things that we've talked about. So at least if you've watched the previous videos, you might kind of understand this depending on the level of experience. I know this is getting advanced, but I want this to be a complete course. So if you don't understand this yet, don't worry. If you don't, it takes a while. You may have just launched your first ad or a few ads, but you're gonna eventually. I've launched thousands of ads in the last 8 months or 12 months or whatever, and so eventually you're gonna get really fast at this, and it's all gonna get familiar. But until you spend the time playing with all these different buttons and all these different features, it takes time to get used to it. I had to move really slow, so I think it's in engagement. I'm gonna find it there. Okay, not in there. Oh, wait. I think I remember. Engagement page. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I was on the right track. It's custom audience. Go to custom audience. Then you go to engagement. Then you go to Facebook page. and you select people that have interacted with your Facebook page. Well, you know how a lot of people, a lot of times you'll get messages to your page, and they might have questions about your product. Well, as you get more and more messages, eventually you'll have hundreds or thousands of messages. Well, those people are very engaged with your page because they thought it was they were engaged with your page enough to message you about one of your products or a question with your company or service. So what you can do is you can actually target people who have sent a message to your page. You do, I usually like the last 180 days. And you can select whatever page, like, so I can select anyone that sent a message to this page. So now we have this audience right here. And then in the edit placements you can do, there's one way to do it. Couple different ways you can do it. So one is building a custom audience based off people that have messaged your page. These are all very new features that just came out like 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago now. And you may not even have this on your business manager. Facebook segments its changes. So the longer you've had your business manager for, and the more money you've spent, you'll have the availability of more features. Initially, you might not even have access to audience insights or lookalike audiences yet. But as you start launching ads, you'll get the ability to do that. I noticed with one of my students, he didn't even have he couldn't even contact Facebook support. I had to contact us. He was asking how to get a Facebook rep, and the button didn't show up on his business manager because he had just made his business manager. So you may need to spend some money on Facebook in order. It's like leveling up almost. They reward those who spend more money. So you can do it in the home. I suggest that the home one does work, but it just doesn't work as well, I found. The best one is the sponsored messages. So and then sending messages to the customer. So we're going to go back to campaigns. We're going to create a different campaign based off of messages. And we're going to type in conversion message, or type in messages. Cool. Okay, so now we're going to jump into ad set. Go right back down to choose an ad type that will direct people. So that's a new one. I'll have to do some research on this one. Usually it's just a sponsored message. Now you can do a lifetime budget. The reason that they suggest lifetime budget, or that's the first one, is because you may not have a lot of traffic on certain days, because not everyone uses Messenger every day potentially. And so what lifetime budget does is it just spreads it out over the lifetime of it. And so some days it'll spend more than other days. But I personally like to do daily budget, and I just like to keep it low. So I might put this at like $1 or maybe $3 depending on how much traffic. But it's always safe to start with $1 on like new things. And then I would do don't schedule end run date. And then in they have it all. So I guess we only can do accelerated. That's fine. And then in here, it'll be sponsored messages. So what it'll do is it will actually send your audience messages about your product or service. Now, this would not be used very well for a cold audience, meaning You don't want to type in like if you're running yeah, exactly. They don't even let you do it. So they've changed it to where it's only going to be a warm audience. So it's only going to be people that have already messaged your brand or product. Because if you just sent messages to random people, they're going to be like, who is this? And it's not really can convert very well. But people that have already messaged your business, maybe they were like, hey, when's my product going to get here? Or you have a coupon code or something. Well, you can send them all a message based on whatever maybe you have a new product that you just launched and your ad's doing well, but you want to hit your existing customers. This may work better than an email, because an email, not everyone's going to open it and not everyone's going to click on it, because the most people are email marketing's been going on for years now, years and years and years. So it's something that people are kind of used to. Email marketing and pop-ups, it's not like you're going to surprise your customer. It's not something new. But when you can do something new that your competitors are not doing yet, that's when you're going to start taking their market share, because no one knows how it's like native advertising in TV. When they started doing native advertising in TV ads, people didn't know what hit them. They worked so well because what native advertising is let's say instead of having a commercial inside the TV show and clipping to the commercial inside the TV show, they might say, wow, these Oreos taste so good. Well, that's an ad for Oreos right there, and people didn't know that, and so the advertising worked better in native advertising because people didn't know. Now people are more perceptive to that, and not everyone, but a lot more people are perceptive to that, and so they don't work as well. Advertising works when people don't know it's an advertisement. When people just think that's what's happening. That's why Facebook is still working so well, because people get ads based off their interests. So if they just were on Petco and you have dog products, maybe you show your dog products to somebody that was just on petco.com, and they're like, wow, they just know, Facebook knows what I want. Eventually, you have to get smarter with your ads. That's why video ads work so well right now. That's why images don't work as well. That's why TV commercials don't work as well. That's why radio ads don't work as well, because people know the ad's coming. When the TV show cuts off, when the timeout happens on the NBA game or the NFL game, you know there's a commercial coming. So your brain is preparing yourself for that commercial. When we send a messenger ad out, people aren't prepared for it. They don't know that it's an ad. They just think, oh wow, this company is sending me an ad right now. When I first got on Facebook, I didn't know about sponsored messages. I didn't know, or not sponsored messages. I didn't know about sponsored ads. So when I saw a post and it said sponsored, I had no idea what that really meant. Now I know what it means, so I don't necessarily click on ads very much. When I click on ads, it's because it's a good ad and I want to see how to copy it. I want to see what are they doing that I'm not. When I see an ad and it has 1,000 shares, I'm like, all right, we need to check this ad out, check this guy's funnel out. Obviously, he's making money. How can we imitate what he's doing and make money for ourselves? And so that's usually what I use. What's this advanced option? Oh, so you can do it. They do let you do it. Oh, refine the target under advanced options. So this would only be if you had like thousands and thousands of people in Messenger. But if you only have a few hundred, just do $1 a day ad and just run $1 a day, and then just keep sending your customers messages, and let this run for a week, and then turn it off, and then run another one where you have a different message going out. And we can even go into ad right here and make an ad real quick. So you can select an image. Now you want to look at this image size right here. So we would go into Canva, use custom dimensions, and we'll do 1200 by like 628. Did it say? Yeah, 628. That way we give Facebook what they want. And I don't even know what type of ad I'm doing right now. I'll just make one up. Okay. So we're going to select an image and upload image. Perfect. So now we have an image. It's getting into January, so you can play off New Year's resolution. So what these are, so okay, we'll just do two. So these are the suggested replies. So if you're ever in Messenger and like somebody asks you a question, usually there's like two suggested replies, or like it'll say like yes, no, maybe so. LinkedIn does the same thing, and you can actually put your own suggested replies in here, and that way you're giving your customer the answers. It's almost like don't ask a question you don't know the answer to. Well, here you can give them the answers. They can always type something too, but if they hit I'm interested, let's say you send this message out to 100 people and 20 people say I'm interested, maybe you have your customer service agent try to call them, or because if you're selling a $500 product, you can just call them right on Messenger right there and be like I could say like I could do something like this, like want to learn Facebook ads, like when I launched this course, want to learn Facebook ads. Maybe you're watching this course after I launched it. So you could say want to make a killing in 2018, or want to make 2018 better. Want to That's fine. You could, yeah. So that's good. And then, so I could do something like that for this Facebook course, and then message everyone that's ever messaged me on Facebook, and then people that would say I'm interested. Maybe I call them for a quick 10-15 minute chat and try to just talk to them on the phone and close them on the phone for this product or service. And that's a lot more personal. It's better than just an ad. Now, if you have a $20 product or a drop shipping product, you probably don't want to spend your time calling your customers for that. But you can even hire call centers for like 25 cents a minute. You could hire salespeople. There's so many different things that you can do with this that are really, really powerful. So that's a little bit about messenger ads. There's a lot of this is new stuff, guys. So other people aren't doing this. People definitely aren't teaching this yet. There's only one other person, and he charges over $1,000 to teach this right now. And it's he does not have a course. You have to private message him to teach him, to talk to him, and he just started doing it about a month ago. I wanted to kind of figure it out. But this is something that we're using right now. You can just do text only if you want. That way, it doesn't even look like an ad. Really, it does say sponsored, but it's a lot less. And then you can put in a bigger text, and it just looks like a message. Um, how was your 2017 year? Want to make 2018 better? I have an all new Facebook ads course designed to turn your life around. Um, and then I could say like, check out my webinar at Hacks.hall of marketing, marketing.com/Facebook hacks. And then that's it right there. It sends this message out. Think about how powerful that is. You're literally communicating to your customers on a personal level. And yeah, it costs money, but think about how much more powerful this ad is than just something that somebody has to scroll past. They have to check this ad. Their little notification, little red dot pops up on their screen. And I just got a couple of these the other day, and it's from high level Facebook marketers. Not very, there's not, I don't get these all the time, and I only get these from big companies that know what they're doing when it comes to Facebook ads. Like Apple isn't doing, like Geico isn't doing this. Apple's not the big 500 Fortune 500 companies aren't doing this. So you could have a little drop shipping business, and you might be if you do this to all your customers, this is a really personal way to talk to your customers. And so I want to go back into I want to know what else you guys want to know about. So I can teach on just about anything when it comes to Facebook ads. We'll go over a little bit more about lookalike audiences and stuff on the next few webinars. Let me go into here, because we covered we did customer file. We covered the LTV, add customers from your own CSV, website traffic. I don't know if I went over that, so we'll go over website traffic. And then maybe some more engagement. There's a lot of different engagement. You can do Facebook page and video. Those are the two that I tend to use. I haven't used any of these other ones because I haven't done events and stuff on Facebook. I tend to just stick with what works. So if it's profitable for me, I'm not going to switch it up. Until something stops working, I just keep doing it. I like change, but if an ad's working, and I can let it run for 3 months without changing anything, I'm just going to let it run and just collect the money every day. So so I think that's it for today. If you guys have any other questions, anything you want me to go over, just let me know in the Facebook group. Hopefully you got some value out of today, and you learned some cool things. If there's anything else that you want me to cover that wasn't in the that I didn't detail when you bought the Facebook ad hacks, because I know there's a ton of stuff in here that I wasn't planning on going over, but it looks like we have 2 more sessions, and we have some time to go over some stuff, and I may add some bonus videos in here. Like I said, this is lifetime access, so if I decide to add some more videos into this down the road in maybe January or February, and there's something new comes out, and because I'm gonna probably keep updating this course as I sell it, and so if there's anything new that comes out, I'm gonna keep updating and adding to the course, and so you'll have access to all that at whatever you bought in at. And so this will be an ongoing Facebook course. I don't want to keep making new Facebook courses. I'd rather just have one that's the end all be all. And so if there's anything that you ever want me to cover, just add the question in the Facebook group. If I can answer it in the comments, I'll do that. But if it's a good topic that I think other people can benefit from, I'll definitely do it in one of these videos. I love ideas because you guys are in the trenches. So you may be new into this, and maybe you have a question that I just forgot about, because since I do this every day, I haven't been doing this for years. But I've had a lot of success in the time that I've done it based off my previous experience in sales and marketing. So I've spent hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of hours now at this point doing this. So maybe maybe I just forgot what it was like to be new, and I forget little things that I might skip over. And so no question is a stupid question. Every class I've ever been in, I'm the guy with the most questions, but I also have the best grade at the end of the class. So the more questions, the better. Don't ever think it's a stupid question. Feel free to shoot me a message. If you have my personal cell phone number, shoot me a text. You got my email. You got the group. There's lots of ways to contact me. So just let me know. I want you guys to be successful. I really do. So I don't want this to be a course that you just watch and don't put into action. So if when you try to do something on, you try to copy something that I do and it doesn't work for you for any reason, let me know. maybe there's just some little glitch that I can help you with real quick. And I know I had questions that sometimes you might have a question, and just asking me the answer might solve a lot of your problems. I know I've helped a couple people out with that kind of stuff. So yes, Wall ask, are all these training numbered in order in the members area? Yes. So I think I'm in the members area now. Members access or overview, Facebook ad hacks. So so yeah, when you're in here, it's gonna look. So let's just go to. They are all labeled. So these ones right here, the live free training, these are all the promo videos that I did to sell the course, but there's a lot of really good content. I had a lot of people that wanted the recordings. They wanted to keep looking at them. And so I decided to put those in the course. The first few aren't edited, but I write in there where it stops and starts, so you don't have to watch the sales part of the video. And I will edit all these down eventually. There's like 20 hours worth of videos in here or more now. And then these are all the so they're not numbered, I guess, but they're all in order. So these are all, this is the order that I did them in. They're just not numbered for you. They're numbered for me. But I guess I have special access. But yeah, they're all in order of when we launched them. So there's 3 parts to this custom and lookalike audiences. The third one will be here. That one's not named correctly, so let's change that right there. That one was opt-ins, SEO, and advanced Facebook pages. Page setup. Cool. So now that should be good. Yep. And then part of the reason I kept these in here, the live free trainings, is because some of them, like I did ads for local businesses, I did ads for high ticket items, I did ads with retargeting. So there's a lot of really good value in here. It's just I'm literally just launching. I launch an ad in pretty much every single one of these, and I do it a different way every time. I don't do it the same way, and so there's a lot of value that you can get out of these. And it's just kind of example videos. And so I wanted to put those in there just in case you forgot how to launch an ad. Yeah, so Wall, yeah, just yeah, so it's just in the order of right here, Wall. And then yeah, Wall asks lots of questions. That's the way to do it. The more questions you ask, I don't ever believe a dumb question in dumb questions. Sometimes there's questions that sound dumb, but you know what? In order to get smart, sometimes you have to you got to be a beginner. Everyone starts as a beginner. I remember when I was a beginner, and in every walk of life, no matter what you learn, you're a beginner at some point. So you got to learn to crawl before you can walk, before you can run, before you can ride a bike, before you can drive a car, and then you're an F1 racer in no time. So I will talk to you guys later. Hopefully you have a great day and enjoy the holidays. I will be back on Tuesday, and I will talk to you guys later.